Good morning to everybody. So my team is just me, okay? I think that anyway is enough. I choose this name, keep it simple, because, well, 3 days of works, just me, huge data set was, well, a good experience, very difficult experience, so I try to keep it simple. Okay, who am I? Okay, I'm Alex Comunian. I'm a student. I'm studying computer engineering in Polytechnic of Turin. And also, I'm a junior developer in a Topics Consortium. Well, I'm a Python beginner. Okay, so I'm not a developer. I'm just start to develop something in Python, well, last year. So I'm a beginner. This is my mail, my contact on Twitter, but I don't use Twitter, so it's useless. Okay, the dataset. I use the topic streaming dataset. Well, some guys tell that was a boring dataset because, well, 3 gigabytes of data, it just collect logs from web server streaming. So we have 2 years of data and something like, well, 35 million entries. So I think that is quite big data. Why I choose this dataset? Well, of course, because it's a topics dataset. So, well, I think that maybe I could find something interesting, I don't know. And, well, the challenge is to use this dataset, this boring dataset, to create something cool. Okay. I would like to show you the structure of the dataset. Okay. We have 2 kinds of information, video streaming and radio streaming. As you can see, we have a simple row. First parameter is, I don't know if I have the, okay. First parameter is the name of the application. This is a simple time step in a Unix format. This is the ID session, and this is the IP of the users. So how it works, this log? It's very simple. When a user connects to a web player and press play, automatically he creates a new log. It's very simple. Other data, okay, this is the IP of the user. This one means how much second the user used the platform, so only 1 second in this case. No, sorry, maybe this is the last number of the IP. Yeah, because this is the total amount of seconds, the total amount of kilobyte transferred. This is the type of the player. I mean, 0, 1, and 2 means video player, so Flash player, iOS player, and RSTP protocol player. And as you can see here, this 3 means a radio player. I have also another kind of information. This is the server, and well, was a server for video, and stream server, normal stream server for radio. And for what's a server, I have also these 2 information. I don't know, to be honest, what is this, so something new for me. And this is the name of the video. So I would like to present, I lost, where is, okay. This is an abstract of the dataset. As you can see, there are 55 million rows. Okay, was very a challenge because it's not easy to think something new because, okay, it's easy to create some statistics, okay, but topics already did it. So I try to create, of course, something new, and, well, I can show you what I did right here, okay. So my goals, well, I spend 1 day to analyze and study the data and just think about to do something different. So I tried to find the correlation between the behavior radio streaming, I will show you in a minute. And so my final result should be a report for topic streaming platform of 2012. And then I did some, well, of course, visualization and interaction with this report, and I found some point of interest. Okay, what I used? Well, of course, Python. Of course, MapReduce, 55 million of entries are a lot. So I use Mr. Job, like we studied during the course, to analyze the data. So the process is very simple. So Python to analyze the data. The output is a JSON file, our JSON file. And okay, use some data science to analyze these JSON files to find some pattern, okay, and then try to visualize something using v3.js. I used the Amazon Web Service to storage the dataset, and well, I use some API, web API, to do some stuff, but we'll see later. Okay, I would like to show you. I would like to spend 1 minute saying that for me, this is my first time that I create some visualization by myself. Like an engineering, for me, visualization is something very abstract, okay? So I try to do my best, and I think that's, well, it's quite nice, but we'll see. Okay, my first approach. I did 15 different jobs on AWS storage. Well, maybe I can show you also the code if you wanna. Okay, but very simple jobs. I try to parallelize the work and then cross the results. So I found for each application the total amount of kilobytes transferred during the 2012 year. Okay, maybe I can show you the result because I have here somewhere. Well, I lost my mouse here. Maybe I can. Okay, this is the Python part, but I want to show you this. Okay, this is my first result. For each application, I have the total amount of duration in seconds and the total amount of kilobytes transferred. Okay, so first step is this one. Second step is found the 6 best application. With best application, I means I ordered the list by kilobytes, and I take the first 6. Very simple. And the result is this one. Okay. No, sorry, not this one. I don't have it here. But anyway, this is very similar. I have the radio, and I have a list of values. But okay, see you later. Because okay. So for each of these 6 applications, I try to find the total amount of kilowatts for each month. And so this is the result. As you can see, this is the radio, and for each month, I have the total amounts of kilobytes transferred. It's a simple JSON file. Okay. So I said, okay, I have these files, I have this data, maybe I can try to plot it, okay? This is, okay, a very bad visualization. This is not my final result, okay? But it was just a test, but I think that is important for the process. I plot, okay, for each month, okay, I have the radio 1, radio 2, radio 3, 12 rectangles, 1 rectangle for each month, okay? The dimension, of course, means the total amount of kilobytes transferred. And well, when I saw this visualization, I said, okay, maybe there is some pattern from the radio, no? Because as you can see, during the year, the total amount of kilobytes decreased more or less in the same way. So I said, okay, maybe I can try this approach with other radio, and I try other 100 radio. I did the same jobs, and well, the result is very simple. I failed because, well, there is no any kind of pattern. I mean, the total amount of kilobytes, the result is that the total amount of kilobytes is just, well, is just the quality of the radio. Okay, if radio is good, I have a great total amount of kilobytes every day or every year. So, well, this is my first approach, and I lost 2 days for do this, and well, Wednesday I was completely at 0, and I start with another approach. Okay, so I decided to try with a top-down approach. Okay, I don't want to check, I don't want to work on each radio. Maybe I can try with the total platform streaming. So I decided to did the same job as before, but for the total amount of video plus radio, okay? And then I can show you the result. No, I cannot because I haven't here. But anyway, it's just the same JSON file here. And I divided the total amount of kilobytes for each month. So my result is 12 months. For each month, the total amount of kilobytes transferred. And maybe I can show you the, oh, I have to, sorry. Where is? Because I lost completely my. Where is it here? I don't know why Wikipedia. Okay. Is okay. This is the previous result. Okay, very bad, I know, but it was just a test. And you can see that there is no a pattern from the radio. Okay, here we have a huge amount of kilobytes. This. Okay, was my first test. This is for video, not for radio. And you can see here a very strange rectangle because I have, oh, sorry, I have this infinite rectangle, okay? And the answer is very easy. This is the February of 2012. And, well, as maybe you already know, on February, there is the festival called Berlinale, and Topics is the streaming provider for the Berlinale. So in February, we have this huge amount of kilobytes transferred. But I would like to show you, oh, I lost dot bytes topics. Okay, so don't look this because this is wrong. But okay, the same approach. One rectangle for each month, and the size depends on the total amount. As you can see on February, we have this peak. We have also this peak on October. And on July and August, we have this decrease. So I try to study this peak. And, okay, where is my presentation? Okay. And I try to do something more. As you see in the dataset, I have also the IP of the user. So I try to geolocate each users by the IP address. Unfortunately, the IP address is not unique. So I cannot be sure that a user comes from that IP address. So I try to aggregate. So IP address is 32 bits. I try to take the 24 bits, I aggregate, and I count the occurrence. I did this job for each month. So the result is for each month, where is my terminal? Oh, no. For each month, I have, so the name is result IP. Sorry. Oh. Result IP. Okay. As you can see here, I have, oh, where is my mouse? Well, 01 is the month, January, and for each month I have the list of the IP address. So I tried to geolocate it. It was very hard because I have something like 1 million of different EP, and I tried to use the web application to recover the geolocation, but well, after 15 hours of works, my PC decided to die, so I lost everything, and I tried to another approach. Well, one night on front of my PC on work, and well, I have the result, and I'm very happy. And so I tried to aggregate, and what is my final result? Okay, my final result is just a visualization. Okay, nothing more. Okay, I have to find my browser. Where is it? Okay, it's just a visualization of the, so it's a report about streaming platform of 2012. Okay, some cool animation, but okay, just for fun. Okay, we can see 3 different lines. Okay, the black one is the total amount of kilobytes transferred for each month for video streaming. The red one for the radio streaming, and the blue, oh, is blue, I don't know, okay. The blue one is the total amount of kilobytes transferred for each month. Okay, it's very simple to see that there are so much different between months. For example, if we want to explore here, we see that this peak is due to the Berlinale, as I said before. This is the best video streaming of 2012, 50,000 users in just one day. The important thing is that Berlinale during 10 days, and these 10 days are, in these 10 days, Berlinale transmitted more kilobytes than other video stream in all the year. So it is a very huge amount of kilobytes. Well, 10 days, 5 terabytes of data is quite huge. We can see other peak. This goes down because video streaming doesn't have any particular social event or nothing like that. So I try to analyze the radio. As you can see, in May, we have 3 top radio, Jukebox, Torino Piemonte, etc., etc. And if you see Radio Jukebox is very, 2.5 terabyte transmitted in 1 month is a lot for a radio. I think it's very a lot. I can trust me. And we can go ahead. For example, here, those are Quarta Rete is one of the most powerful streaming in Topics platform. There is also a digital festival streaming, very cool. We can see here another peak, but because I think it was just summer, so maybe people was in holiday and not was in front of their PC. And also, very interesting, this peak is due because on 2 October of 2012, in 4 hours of streaming, Quarta Rete transmitted a special event for a show musical about One Direction. Okay, this is a group, I don't know who they are, but okay. Teenager group, exactly, yeah. And it was very cool because it's a very big 50,000 users in 3 hours. Is quite interesting, okay. So I have also another kind of information. As you can see here, I have this graph that represents for each month the percentage of users. I mean, Italian users, German user, USA user, and other user. We can explore it. As you can see here, okay, Berlinale period. So we have an increased number of EP from German. Okay, this is very strange because, as you can see, the 50% of EP addresses come from French, and I don't know why. I try to understand why, but I had no time to go deep in this topic. But it's just curious because is some radio that transmits I don't know what in France. So we have this huge amount of French IP address. Another very cool information: Lecce Calcio Streaming, that born in October, I think. So they did only 3 months of streaming, and they did something like 4 terabytes. And this is the top 2 video streaming service. So they did a nice job. Obviously, football is always a nice trend for people. So, I can understand why. So this is my final result. This is my visualization. It is nothing special, I know, but I try to. I was alone, so I tried to cover all the fields. I mean, development, visualization, data science was quite hard, of course, but I hope that the result is good enough. Issues, okay, as I said before, I failed when I tried to find a pattern for radio, so I lost 2 days of my life for nothing, probably, but okay, it was a nice experience. And another issue, very issues, was geolocate these 1 million of EP addresses, because unfortunately, I have a CSV file, but too much entries, too much work to do, jobs are very slow. I try with 8 parallel jobs, but as I said before, after 15 hours, everything dies. So, it was very hard. Maybe with accent people, maybe they can help me. I don't know. So my final consideration for this big dive, 5 weeks, very cool in my opinion. Was a very great experience. Well, was hard because well, study, work, big dive all together is it's not easy. But well, was the first time that I did something with visualization, and also for the data science part. And well, I think that the result is not bad. We did 3 good projects. This is one. I did other 2 nice projects with Eric and Giuseppe that I don't know if someone is interested. I can show you later. Well, I'll put the code on GitHub as soon as possible. Well, I improved, of course, my abilities with Python because, well, MapReduce for me was something very new and very useful, of course. V3 for me was an amazing discover. I did some very cool stuff. And well, I understand that I understood that the data are the power of the data, and I think that well, the future is here. So data is very important. And well, I would like to say thank you to Topics for letting me do this course. Of course, all the teachers, because yeah, they are very amazing, smart people, and thank you a lot. Chris and Laura, because they did a very hard work, and Big Dive is so cool. Thanks also because of them. And well, thank you for to all the divers because well, I meet a lot of very smart people, and yeah, thank you so much for this great experience. And well, I think that's all. This is my contacts. Well, I know that always I change my name in each different social, but okay, sorry. Yeah, there is no pattern here. Okay. Well, yeah, keep it simple. Yeah, of course. Every time that I have to log in, I forgot my password, forgot my username, but okay, it's fun. And that's enough. If you have any question, if you wanna see you again the visualization, maybe, that's all.
Any questions? Yes. It's here.
Well, thank you for your interesting presentation. I have some observation about direction that you can take. You concentrated on kilobytes on the traffic that the website made. Maybe one interesting direction that you can take is aggregating the way the users behave with the streams. For example, certain users will tend to go mainly for more musical streams, others will tend on art and sport. So you can try to capture more interesting things maybe on the user behavior based on the IP provided, saying, okay, this user is interested in football, so maybe I can cluster the stations that are available on the website based on the interest of the users.
This maybe should be the next step, because of course, well, I try to keep it simple because the time is, well, not so much. But yes, I tried to do something like that, but well, I had no time. I try to figure out what trends, I don't know, point of interest for the video maybe. And well, as we can see, Lecce Calcio, for example, football with only 3 months did a lot of users and kilobyte transmitted. So maybe it could be a good approach. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks again. Let me say that another good improvement in this edition of Big Dive is also providing good codes. I mean, a thing that is missed in the first edition is, of course, having at the end of the course some code project available on GitHub, and this was made in this edition, and we have some attempts to provide good code also for the community, and this is important.